ask you some questions. Hello, whoever joined. I'm just getting ready to do some investigating here. like to communicate with any of the spirits in this room right now, please, I'll be able to hear your voice if you respond to my questions after I ask them into this device. OBI, morning time investigation in the brothel room. What is the name of the woman in this room right now? Who was playing the music that I heard the last time I was here? Can you tell me how old you are? Can you tell me what you see? That was my stomach. OBI, morning time investigation in the brothel room. What is the name of the woman in this room right now? Who was playing the music that I heard the last time I was here? Can you tell me how old you are? Can you tell me what you see? That was my stomach. I know that there's some spirits in this room right now, in this floor. You've been keeping me up all night long, not letting me go to sleep. I'm here now to figure out why. Is there something you would like to say? Can you tell me who's downstairs? I know that there's some spirits in this room right now, in this floor. You've been keeping me up all night long, not letting me go to sleep. I'm here now to figure out why. Is there something you would like to say? Can you tell me who's downstairs? Okay, I'm going to turn on the obelisk, and I believe you very much know how to work this. If you aren't comfortable speaking into my recorder.
May, wife, work,
Is there someone named Dan in this room? Can you tell me who is working? Who is setting off the lights in the other room? Who is in the house? Why do you keep saying oxygen? Tell me why you keep saying oxygen. Is Bill here? There's a group here, and Bill is with them? Is there someone named Dan in this room? Storm. Mad conditions. You don't have, please don't be mad. Can you tell me who is working? No, ever. Who is setting off the lights in the other room? Leather potential. Who is in the house? Cheat. Oxygen. Why do you keep saying oxygen? Tell me why you keep saying oxygen. Two molecules. Direction. Is Bill here? There's a group here, and Bill is with them? It's like Cell. Cow. I want to know who is in this room speaking to us. I'm going to turn this on again. Train us. Please say your name. Quick. Intent. My intent is just to hear your story. Sandy. Branches. If your name is Sandy, can you tell us how old you are? Is there a Sandy in here? How many spirits are in this room?
Skip.
No, I'm not skipping that question. I want to know how many spirits are in this room.
Beast. Leader.
Why is the beast leader here? He should be in the basement. Shouldn't be here.
Mustard. Pinky.
There's no beast leader here. I don't want to speak to any beasts. You're not allowed here. I'm looking for the ladies of the room, the ladies of the floor. Q, come in here. Lay in the middle of the bed. Can you tell me how much it'll cost for some fun?
Telepathy.
You can speak, and I'll hear your voice. And I'll play this back, and you'll be able to hear your own voice. Tell me your name.
Skill. Grill. Hour. Ocean. Branches.
If your name is Sandy, can you tell us how old you are? Is there a Sandy in here? How many spirits are in this room?
Filter. Shock.
No, I'm not skipping that question. I want to know how many spirits are in this room.
Whatever. Strength. Energy. Beast. Leader.
Why is the beast leader here? You should be in the basement. Shouldn't be here.
Mustard. Pinky.
There's no beast leader here. I don't want to speak to any beasts. You're not allowed here.
Wait.
Looking for the ladies of the room, ladies of the floor. Q, come in here. Lay in the middle of the bed.
Numbers.
Can you tell me how much it'll cost for some fun?
Telepathy.
You can speak, and I'll hear your voice.
Bed.
And I'll play this back, and you'll be able to hear your own voice.
Was.
Tell me your name.
Alone. Money. Paid. Equation. Great. Front.
Are you saying it'll cost a nickel to have fun in bed? Will you get into the bed? Can you say again how much it will cost to get you into the bed? You gonna tell me how much it costs to get?
Solstice. Case. Course. Johnny. Chess.
Is Johnny or Jess in this room? If they're not here, where are they? Is it the Johnny from the painting in the living room? Who is
What?
who is Jess? Is Johnny or Jess in this room? If they're not here, where are they? Is it the Johnny from the painting in the living room? Who is Jess?
Okay.
Why is Jess hidden?
Disturb. One.
It's like
Why is Jess
I
afraid?
see people.
Cycle.
Jess is afraid of the cycle. She's hiding. Can she come out here?
Region.
If Jess is here, can you come out here and speak to me, please?
Triangle. Venus.
That doesn't make any sense. Say into my hand what you mean.
Lift. Brave. Accuse.
Please, I did what you asked. I do have some ambition to get this question answered.
Tremor. Saccharis. Waves. Sight.
So I don't know what's watching this right now, but Saccharis actually came through earlier. And it essentially just means an area that's been deemed just holy or more sacred?
Underline.
Right after Sacra,
Greek.
right after that came up, we also got sight and waves. And right outside the building, there's a creek. Whether or not that's relevant.
Satan.
No, no Satan. No Satan. Absolutely not. That's got to leave here. You're not welcome here. Not in this session.
Axe.
Yep, I'm cutting that tie.
Bracelet. Booze. Nighttime.
Can you tell me what is on the floor outside of the door to this room? What's on the floor outside of this room? I know you know what it is.
Often. Disease. Dope.
There's disease outside of this door? Did you pass away from a disease?
Character.
Is there a spirit in this room right now that passed away from a disease?
Show.
You don't have to be afraid. You can come speak into my hand. When did you die?
Bottom. Peace. Murder. Messenger.
If you're a messenger, now's the time to deliver the message. Is there anything else you want to say? Is there a spirit in this room right now that passed away from a disease?
Average. Learn.
You don't have to be afraid. You can come speak into my hand.
File. Joe.
When did you die?
Bottom. Peace. Murder. Messenger.
If you're a messenger, now's the time to deliver the message.
Dark. Fight.
Is there anything else you want to say?
Material. Boy.
Okay, I want to try something. I'm going to start yes or no questions, and I hope that you are able to respond to them. Are you able to see this device and see the yes or no options? Green for yes, red for no. No, you can't see the device. Can you sense it? Can you sense the device? Okay. Do you sense its energy? Are you drawing energy from it? Yes. Okay. Are you okay with communicating like this? No. Do you want me to turn this device off? Yes. Can I ask you some questions first? No. Please? Okay. Are you a boy? No. Okay. Did you work here? Were you a patron here? Have you been here for a long time? Are you 1 year old here? Have you been here more than a year? No. Have you been here more than 1 year? Have you been here more than 50 years? Are we safe on this floor? Should we leave? Would you be upset if we stayed? Should we leave? Are we safe on this floor? Are we safe on this floor? Is it because of the basement? Just say it. Are we unsafe on this floor because of the basement? No. Okay. Is BC here to protect us? Is BC at home with Shelly? Does BC come here often to visit you? Has BC ever been here since he passed? Okay. Has BC left this place since he passed? So BC is still here. Or at least he still comes here. Does BC still come here? Okay. Is this really BC? Is something pretending to be BC? Good. Thank you. Oh, man. I'm going to put the dictionary back on so that you can try to say some words.
Shadows. 18. 13. Show. They. Kite. Trip. Am not.
Okay. You got a lot out there. Can you say what is outside of this door on the ground?
Spirit. Son.
There's a spirit?
Trapped. Bed.
Is there a spirit trapped on the bed? Can you say yes or no? If there's a spirit on the bed, can you make the REM pod go off over there? Can you touch that?
Mad. Psychic.
Don't be mad.
Love.
Please don't be mad. We'll be leaving your space soon. Why don't you go on the bed and touch the device that's on there and make them.
Aggression.
I would like to see you make the lights go off. I don't think you can do it. If you can make those lights go off, I will walk right out of this room.
Apocalypse. Sentence. Yankee. Erase. Skip.
Okay, I'm gonna do another EVP session and see if anything comes up.
Equation. Enter.
Has someone entered here?
Oramus. I.
Can you say your name? Can you get into the bed and make the lights go off?
Creek.
My stomach.
Branches. Bottom. Eerie. Glass. 3. Boy. Telepathy. Moose. Ball. Dirty. Providence. Together. Front.
Has someone entered here?
Service. Line.
Can you say your name?
2. Industry.
Can you get into the bed and make the lights go off?
Creek.
My stomach.
Lot. Branches. Bottom. Eerie. Glass. 3. Boy. Telepathy. Moose. After.
Okay.
Johnny.
Is there a Johnny here? I'm gonna try to hear your voice in a couple minutes. Get ready.
Set.
Yep, I'm setting things down over here. You can touch them, roll the ball around.
Disease. Back in.
Okay, I'm not gonna be able to hear you in a couple minutes.
Baby. Bill. File.
If Bill's here, I'll be able to hear your voice. Gonna try turning on our spirit box and seeing if maybe that proves to be ineffective. Help me? Who said help me? Who said help me? Let's hear your name. A van. There is a van outside. Go touch it. Is there a Tina here? If there's a Tina or Bill here, can you come say hello? I think I heard you. Is Bill still here? Who said help me? Vern? Is it Vern that said help me? I believe. You don't have to be afraid. Who is Vern? There's no apocalypse. Where's Bill? Are you standing behind me right now? Tell me your name. Say your name. Please. Say your name, please. I apologize for not having manners. Who said help me when I turned this on? I want to know who said help me. Is there an Ed here? An Edison? Edison, can you say hello? Was someone shot and put into the stream? Did you just say them? Yeah, I want to have a conversation. Are you tired? I mean, I'm tired too. Someone wasn't letting me sleep. Who was it? Who said mama? Who said mama? Why did you say bind? Why did you say mama bind? Did someone bind you? Did your mom bind you? Who was your mom? It's okay. You can let us know. Say your mom's name.
So to speak.
Was it Ben talking? Middle? Should I go to the middle room? Okay, I'm gonna shut this off now, and I'm gonna say goodbye, and thank you for communicating. Can you say goodbye, please? No. Satan's not allowed here. Have a great time. I think that when I asked for something to say bye, it said, have a great time through here. There's also a middle room that I don't like going into, that I feel like it was trying to say through this device to go to. I don't like that it said Satan twice. But what are you gonna do about that? Are you still here? Okay. So let's go check out the middle room since it asked so nicely. All right, bring you along. Just one moment. You get to stare at the middle room while I set up. Don't like this one bit. Don't like this one bit. Hate this room. Hate this room. Thought it said hi. It only said pie. Alright. So I'm gonna sit over here.
Push.
And I'm going to. Is this on? Alright. So I'm in the middle bedroom now. Again, when this was a brothel, it was one of 24 rooms on this floor that were above the bar downstairs. Always hate coming into this room. It's just really weird. It's a really weird room. I don't know how to describe it, you know? It just feels different than other places in here. It feels more playful, but also scary for, it's probably the dolls, honestly. And that one over in the corner here, that one is actually a little REM pod. His cheeks light up in the same way that a REM pod would go off if
West.
someone touched it. Rhonda just came through, which is impressive because Rhonda is the name that we got in here when was it? Friday night? And we were in this room. That name has not come up in any other situation around this building. When we asked if there was a Rhonda with us that night, we actually heard a yes through the spirit box. So as you can see, I'm a little excited right now and I want to turn this on because that's really crazy to me. And it's just one of those ways that you can actually start to explore a haunting. Is Rhonda here? Rhonda, can you say hello? Play it or say it. Rhonda, can you have a seat in the chair to my left? Rhonda, I see you said your name again. Can you tell us where you are? Unfortunately, spirits aren't always going to communicate with you when you want to communicate with them. Or at least in whatever way you're trying to communicate with them. I might have got a response from a Rhonda. I stopped because I thought I heard a female voice. And as I was saying, if there is a Rhonda here and that response is true, that just might be the preferred way for Rhonda to communicate. Maybe Rhonda doesn't want to talk, but I would love for Rhonda to talk and say hello. It would be awesome. What do you need? Is Rhonda still here? Where did Rhonda go? I don't know if it's head down or unknown. Where did Rhonda go? Frustrating when you get excited about a piece of what you think could be evidence. Like, I got really excited that Rhonda came through for a second time.
Local.
Did it say that's nice after I said I was excited? After I said I was excited that Rhonda was back? Like I was trying to say, I got excited about seeing Rhonda again because as a paranormal investigator, it's kind of essential to be able to establish communication multiple times. You know, like if you can go into the place and get the same name, start getting the same maybe even voice, coming through this over and over and over, you can start to try to build the story. I don't know if there ever was a Rhonda here. I mean, this building, so old. It was built in 1864. There absolutely could have been a Rhonda that worked here at one point. Was Rhonda a working girl? Can you please come talk to me? Who is Rhonda? And so I want to show you what I meant by Rhonda coming up real quick. Because now so what's awesome about this tool is it has a little log of words that have been said, and you'll see right there, Rhonda. Now, I'm going to go back to a couple days ago when we were first here. Oh my God, there's 29 pages of logs. Was it about to say get to the point? What was the name of the woman that came through on this before? Was it your first time speaking in this? Is that you, Rhonda? Did you just say love you? What's on the ground in front of me? What kind of toy is that? What kind of toy is on the ground in front of me? Rhonda, can you come back? Hi, Rhonda. Is that you? I'm going to go to yes or no questions. Is Rhonda in this room? Is Rhonda in this room? Who's in here? Is there anyone in here? There's no one in here? There's no spirits in here? Did you all leave? That's interesting. Got quiet, no responses coming through. I do have a hat on. Yeah, you're right. Let me see what this comment is. So that's the way it's supposed to work. I was asking these true false questions. So it is supposed to track towards green for a yes. And then if it's a no, towards the bottom. It's the second time. We got Rhonda once on Friday. And immediately after I asked, oh, is there a Rhonda here? And one of the people on the public investigation had my spirit box in their hand the same way I just did. And you heard a female yes come through. And I think that was the moment I convinced that man that this place was haunted. And it was also the moment that I convinced myself that Rhonda was in that room. So when I just walked in here before, Rhonda was the first thing that came up. Literally as soon as I walked in. So now I'm in this yes, no mode to try to see if we can get some more direct questions or responses rather. Of course, it is what it is. You see that nothing's happening right now. It's kind of just sitting there, maybe waiting. Is there? Yep, waiting. Can I ask you some questions? I'll be honest, I'm going to ask the questions anyway. Are there children in this room? Is there an adult named Rhonda in this room? Is there an adult male in this room? Then nothing. Someone stopping you from talking? So recently, not exactly sure how this came up, but there was a belief that there was a woman that worked here who was involved with kidnapping um, kids, the kids that lived here, um, during brothel times. Were you kidnapped? Do you want to be here? Are you trapped here? I'll ask again. Are you trapped here? No. You choose to stay here? Do you choose to stay here? Do you travel to different locations as a spirit? Are you afraid to answer these questions? You don't have to be afraid. There's no need to be afraid. So I'll ask again. Do you choose to stay here? Okay. Do you like it here? No. Okay. So I'm confused about why you choose to stay here but don't like it here. Are you protecting something? Are you protecting someone? Okay. Are you part of the mob? Are you part of the mob that enforced the brothel rules here? Okay. Are you standing behind me right now? I can feel that something's behind me. You don't even need to say yes to that. I know you're there. Just make it go green. Come on, let's do it so we can move on to the next question. Great, thank you. Is your name Bill? Say again, is your name Bill? No. Is your name Johnny? Is your name Johnny? Is your name John? Just John? Come on, keep answering. Are you the John in the painting in the living room? Looks like it's tracking towards no. The painting room John, or the John in the. Okay, I'm gonna ask that one more time. Are you the John in the living room painting? Come on, we want to get to the next question. Are you the John in the living room painting? So the John in the living room painting is actually one of the former owners of this place. Weren't you, John? Okay. Is BC with you now? Okay. He protects over this place with you? Do you guys get along? I'm sure you both get along. You both want the same thing from this place. All right, come on, let's go. I want to go on to the next question. Either you get along or you don't. But I get the feeling you do. Okay, can I just move on to the next question? We'll say you're indifferent. No. Okay, well, gonna go to the next question anyway. Did you die from a bowling ball? Okay, how about this? Did you die downstairs in the bar? We're getting such quick responses before. John, are you still here? Is BC here? How about Rhonda? It's just dead now. I don't even feel the feeling I felt before. It's like we got some answers, and he just walked out the door. It hasn't even moved. Can you come back here? I don't want to get up. Plus, there's still two people sleeping out there. I could not sleep out there. I don't know how they're asleep right now. I honestly don't. I really don't. Okay, well, I'm going to turn this off then because it seems to just be the end of that. All right, I'm going to try this different view in here because, again, this is just a device that we're recently gotten or learning to use. This looks like a little EKG line. Now, similar to some of the other settings on this device, these top two antenna are what sets this off. And I don't know where that red flash is coming from. That was weird. That one. All right, well, that was odd. Honestly, there's nothing on the other side of this that's emitting a red light. So, oh, you can kind of see. I'm just literally looking at the computer there. Anyway, top two antenna are what sets this off. You'll see. Oh, well, I mean, when I was just testing, oh, it's really minimal. But that's just my energy. Hopefully, maybe a spirit energy, be a little bit stronger. Again, new thing. I'm just going to hold it closer, honestly, too, because it's so hard to see. Can something come and touch these antennas? Maybe. Yep, that's what happens with a phone. So theoretically, I should just be able to say, "Hey, come touch this." And if a spirit wants to communicate, then it's that easy. So I'm just gonna do that, and I'm gonna say, "Hey, I don't feel it in this room anymore, though. I really don't. If you're in this room, just come up here and grab my left hand." I don't think anything's in here. After those questions with John, or at least seemingly with John, it just kind of got really, I don't know, it's weird. Usually this room scares me, and right now it's pretty quiet in terms of being a scary room. All right, I'll ask one more time. Can you come up to the device in my hand and poke the antennas? I thought I saw a spike, but I don't know if it was because I moved. Come on, come put your hand on this antenna. Nope. Like I said, I really just don't feel it in this room anymore. Oh, this is so much cooler. So this will big reaction when I touch. Okay. Let's see if maybe I can go to a baseline. I guess this is probably about as close to a baseline as this setting will get. Can you come and touch the device in my hand? It'll be easier now to see that you're here. What is flashing? Did you see the flashing in the screen by any chance, or am I just going crazy over here off an hour's sleep? Can you make this go off again? Can you come over here and touch this? You did really good before. Let's see you touch this again. I just want to confirm that it was you. I just saw the flashing again, and I literally have no idea what could even be flashing, what that could be coming from. Couldn't tell you. There's nothing it could be coming from. Like, you can almost see the reflection of what I'm looking at, and it's the computer and my phone. And I was thinking, like, maybe it's my phone, but where? That's what I was thinking too. Like, it was hard to to see if it was. I mean, obviously I'm looking at it backwards right now. Hold on, I want to get it to a baseline again. Can you touch this device again? Can you come up here for a third time and touch this again? You don't have to be scared if you're scared. It's not going to hurt you. That was a big spike. No idea what that came from. If that was you, thank you. Can you do that again? I feel chills down my back. I feel like I'm seeing the flashing again. Can you touch the antennas near my fingers? I appreciate you doing that. Is that Rhonda? Is it John? Is it one of the children? Mm. Is your name Ben? Okay, Ben. Is your name Nicholas? Is your name Ben? And I know I already asked this, but okay. I don't know what's causing that. Can you stick your hand in here again? That's so interesting. I wonder what's doing that. Okay, I'm gonna turn this. I'm gonna turn this one. Oh, you know what? I think that might just be motion. This is kind of like a dictation part of this tool. Who is in here? I can't even understand what's coming out of this. Can you be more clear? Did you leave? This fucking room. Did it say out? Did it say out A? Get. I feel like I keep hearing help.
You.
That's like something you. Are you asking for help?
Or help.
For help? Pretty sure that's what I heard. Who's asking for help? Come back and talk.
Or yeah.
How many people are asleep in the living room? Can you say how many people are asleep in the living room? No, it's just silence. But I bet if I turn that dictionary on, it will go right off. Because it has every other time we turned it on. The first night we were here, I scared, not I didn't scare her, but
A-L. Y. L. Or
I can't even understand. I can't understand this. It's no good. The other day, an 11-year-old girl had this tool actually right behind me, and the word elemental came up, and that immediately triggered something in me where elementals are kind of more of a malicious kind of just something a little more dangerous. It's not human. That's essentially like the base of it. An elemental is not human. It's something more like a fairy, an imp, or elves, things along those lines, things in that category of paranormal shit. Um, so obviously, with it was an 11-year-old girl with that in her hand when it said elemental, and God forbid anything is actually happening. That's paranormal. In that case, I didn't want her holding on to that thing saying elemental, and then later on in the night, the same tool said Fey, Fay, which was the second trigger for me to just look it up and make sure. And first off, that's exactly how fairy is. That form of fairy is spelled Fay. So the fact that it was saying elemental and fey had me mildly concerned. I don't feel like dealing with fairies. They're not really. I feel like they make them good in all the movies. You got the tooth fairy, right? Comes down, gives you money. Who doesn't love that kind of fairy? But realistically, fairies are more. Uh, they're more. How do I say this? They like to play tricks. They like to, that's the theory. They like to play tricks. They like to make you think like that you're talking to a kid or that there's a kid in the place. That's one of the biggest ways that they kind of just trick you. And last night, in one of the tools that we had, you could elemental and fey ended up coming up 4 more times over the next 2 days. Last night, it came up after I told some people a story. I actually let them use this and walk around with it, and they ran into the bar after their session up here, and they were like, "It said elemental again, and it said fey." And they pulled up the log and they showed me, and then they went outside for a part of the investigation, and they came back in, and again they were like, "Did you know that your device has other languages in it?" And I was like, nope, because so far we've only gotten English. And when they were outside, they got the Native American word for um, basically astronomy. I can't remember it off the top of my head. It's in the log. But the reason that that's significant is because earlier in the night, when um, the psychic medium guy was here and he went outside, he was picking up on a Native American situation outside. And he came inside and he was like, was there like a battle fought here or something? And like he ended up saying like the names of a tribe, which we ended up looking up. And there was actually battles between a town like a little bit east of here and then like another town west of here. So this was kind of like the midpoint where there were skirmishes and stuff. So whatever he was picking up on in that moment, he was saying that there were 93 Native Americans that had been uh, killed. I don't know if like on the grounds right outside here. There's that a yard across the street here, but that's where they were. And apparently there used to be a tree there that I guess he was picking up that some of them were hung from. So to get a Native American word after that psychic medium was out there, like, oh, there used to be a tree and it wasn't good. Um, it was pretty wild. So back to that whole just elemental thing, just it's there's been a lot of weird things that have been consistently coming up. It's not like you like Rhonda to see it twice over the course of a weekend off a dictionary of all the words in English and apparently Italian, Native American, who knows what else. Rhonda comes up twice in here. Elemental came up 4 or 5 times. Um, Unfortunately, Satan also came up when I was in the other room 2 or 3 times. Didn't like that. Shut that shit down immediately because, you got to keep your boundaries. Um, so, yeah, the elemental thing, it kind of evolved when they were all downstairs in the basement. They had a device you could actually hear laughing in the background. And it was the same one I showed you the other day. Um, when we were up here. Same same device, that same sound you could hear, like, when the psychic medium was kind of pressing on who or what was here. He he's been around and doing it enough that honestly, it kinda seemed like he knew exactly what he was dealing with in the sense of, like, it just wasn't human and just knew, like, the questions to ask to get there. At one point, with one of the questions he asked, we just heard a straight "fuck you" come through the device. And again, just in addition to all the giggles, the last 2 days have been really interesting here. So I want to turn this on again, just the dictionary part. I want to see what comes up. I want to see if my girl Rhonda's here. I hope Rhonda's here. Rhonda has been so nice to us.
Reservation. Money. Hobble.
Kind of weird to be talking about Native Americans and the first thing that comes up.
Bail.
Sacrarest. That's the third time that one's come up. I had to look it up last night, and it basically means a site that's considered sacred. So now I just turned this on, immediately got reservation after talking about Native Americans.
Planet. Rust. Baby.
Yeah. I don't think it was 1 a.m., but you heard reservation immediately. As soon as I turned it on, the first thing was reservation. And now it says baby. Literally look at the room I'm in. It could be. It could be. Oh, yeah. Did you have a reservation in the brothel? Do brothels take reservations? No, it's just sign up.
Attention.
I want to do an EVP session just to see if it's time to get out of this room. Okay, if you talk, I'll be able to hear your voice. And I'll play it back. You'll be able to hear your own voice. We know you like that. So tell us who is in here.
M. Daddy? Wow. Vinegar.
I am not your daddy.
Wed. Luck. Castle. Carry. Remote.
Is your name
Wife.
Carrie? That's the second time Carrie has come up.
Famous. Plain. Son. Say. Those.
Tell me about the reservation.
Jog.
You're going for a jog?
Spirit. Light. Vowel. Bracelet. Beer.
You hear say beer? Look at where we are. In the bar. Not only did it say beer, but just before that and out of view, it said spirit. Are you down in the bar? Are you up here? Okay. I'm gonna stop recording. See if we picked up anything.
Tub.
Okay, if you talk, I'll be able to hear your voice. And I'll play it back. You'll be able to hear your own voice. We know you like that. So tell us who is in here.
Crops. Daddy. Wow. Vinegar.
I am not your daddy.
Wed. Luck. Castle. Carry. Remote.
Is your name Carrie? That's the second time Carrie has come up.
Famous. Plain. Son. Say. Those.
Tell me about the reservation.
Jog.
You're going for a jog?
Spirit. Light. Vowels. Bracelet. Beer.
You hear it say beer? Look at where we are. In the bar. Not only did it say beer, but just before that and out of view, it said spirit.
Rot.
Are you down in the bar? Are you up here?
It's like,
Nothing there. That's so interesting. I want to go investigate out in the living room, but there's still two people sleeping out there. Again, I don't know how the hell they got to sleep. That was incredibly unenjoyable in there last night.
Grass.
What about the grass? Oh, across the street.
Secret.
Is there a secret in the grass? What's in the grass?
City. Fate.
Feet. Where should I go next?
Rest.
Goosebumps. I ain't been sleeping. I literally was just talking about how I haven't slept. I say, where should I go next? Rest. Why? Yeah, basically. Are you leaving now?
Below.
Nope, not going below. What's below is staying down there.
Time.
I want Rhonda to come back. Where'd Rhonda go? She seems so nice.
Duty.
Duty? Is Rhonda on duty? Is Rhonda on duty? Or going to play some duty? Rhonda's a working girl? Just nothing now. I want to put the spirit box back on.
Ask. Leg. Aggression. As. Dark. 80. Say.
Okay, now you have a lot to say.
Desk. Clock.
There's no desk or clock in here.
Cake.
Or cake.
Ever. Constant.
Okay. I'm going to put on another device where you'll be able to hear yourself. I just don't think it. I don't think anything's in here. I want to go see if anyone's awake out there.
Better. Mistress.
Yeah, I bet there are a lot of mistresses here. Were you a mistress? Can you tell me your name? Whose mistress were you?
Press.
Press what? I pressed record. I'm recording. Are you coming down the stairs? If you're in the loft above me, can you knock twice?
Immersion.
Can you go like this?
Empath.
Yep. Who's in here?
Okay. 3. Run.
Does he do run?
Seat. Order. Tick.
Okay, well, I'm not running. I have a very strict only run if being chased policy.
Tub.
Are you in the tub? It's the second time that tub has been said. Upstairs tub or basement tub?
Karen.
Is there a Karen here? Karen, can you say hello? What's your last name, Karen? How old are you, Karen? Karen, why are you here? Were you mistress? Can you tell me your name? Whose mistress were you?
Press.
Press what? I pressed record. I'm recording. Are you coming down the stairs?
voice? Can you go like this? Yep. Who's in here? That's a run? Okay, well, I'm not running. I have a very strict only run if being chased policy. Are you in the tub? It's the second time that tub has been said.
Akasha? What is that?
Upstairs tub or basement tub?
What is Akasha?
Is there a Karen here?
Wow.
Karen, can you say hello?
So Akasha, that just came through, is Indian for
What's your last name?
space
Karen?
or sky or ether in traditional Indian cosmology, which is the second time we've gotten. Oh, yes. There was no good night, so it is just morning. Is Cowboy up here? If please say Cowboy.
Karen, why are you here?
You trying to play a game? Well, hello. Also, thanks for the support, Emily.
Looks like
Nice to see you in here. And not doing the hungover college thing on a Sunday morning. So, as I was saying, Akasha that just came through is really interesting because it's the second time that we have gotten another language referring to the sky or space. And the reason that I'm going to talk about this a little bit more is because last night during a session with the medium, the psychic medium that was here, there was a moment, and this is well beyond my immediate beliefs, well beyond. But it's just interesting that this has come up, and this is why. There was a moment where he just randomly said that another consciousness had entered the room, had just another consciousness had walked into the room, come into the room, just another consciousness was there. He went on to say that, and again, just using his, medium psychic abilities, what he's a famous dude. It's not like he's fooling everyone. Anyway, that other consciousness, he said, was something that was extraterrestrial. Now, I know that's crazy, right? It's crazy until like you start to sit here and get words for space in other languages. First in Native American, second now in Akasha, from traditional Indian religion, which is just interesting to begin with because I don't even know why that would be why that would come through here. Why not just say either the Native American word, which honestly I can't remember off the top of my head, or sky, right? If I feel like the Indian population in this area probably wasn't enough for it to be coming through and saying space in another language. So that was super interesting. Is it relevant? I don't know. They're relevant to each other. It's really strange, that's for sure. Or, as some would say, I'm so sorry, and this is going to scare the shit out of you. Oh, Emmeline? Emmeline? I thought it said Emily. I did. It sounded like it said Emily, but it said Emmeline. I don't know. Yeah, it is really interesting that it's in different languages. The Native American one in particular, because of how quickly it tied to just the area in general. But the Indian one is kind of interesting, and I'm gonna ask the historian about that a little bit in a little bit when she wakes up. Ameline is a girl's name of Latin and Old German. So that is super duper relevant because this place, built by Germans, was a brewery. This whole town just built by Germans and immigrants, predominantly Germans. So this Ameline name that came through is a German name. And it sounded like Emily to me. And my voice is kind of shaking because that's just this is just another one of those moments where it's like you get something that seems like a relevant response and you want to like go down this road of asking about this Ameline, Emily, however it's pronounced. I'm gonna look up how. How do you say this name? Amelin, 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 Emelin, 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 Emelin. Is that German for Emily? I'm gonna be really interested to see if there was ever an Emelin here. It makes me want to do a really quick, really quick internet search. Hmm. Well, quick internet search does not solve that. Sorry. Eee. I don't even know what to say to that. It's just just really weird. Like, and then it's just been completely silent.
Clap. Watch.
All right, I clapped. I'm watching. Nothing. I kind of want to go back into the brothel, or the one that's actually set up like a brothel room.
Monument. Me.
Yep, a monument to you. Definitely spooky. Gonna ignore it, honestly. For the most part, I'm gonna ask about the name to the person who knows the history of the building, but I'm ignoring that in case it is not tied to the building. And it's just trying to give me a good old spooking.
Adjective. Sin.
Sin. Oh my God, is it really almost 10 o'clock?
Period. Ceiling. Beside. Doubt.
Everyone's asleep still.
Shake.
I could scare the shit out of everyone right now. There's a music box out there. Makes the creepiest noise. I don't like it one bit. I don't like it one bit. Did you hear it? I can make it go off like briefly.
September.
Nope, it's October now. So it's just set up like in the kitchen. That way, if anything goes into the living room, that's what it does. If it breaks the plate, it will set off that music. It's right there, the music box. That's crazy. Hey, I think so. I actually had a name I wanted to ask you about. Wake up and do your thing. It's absolutely terrifying sounding. And we left it on all night. Thank God that did not go off. Left it on all night. The only thing that was going off all night, and the reason that I couldn't sleep, this cat ball. There's this one that was going off literally all night. All night. You want to go off again? I don't even know what to say about those balls last night. They literally did not stop going off. I was trying. I
What
was,
name you got?
it's German, so it was super interesting.
Oh wow.
Here, let me get to it.
I don't have my glasses. I won't be able to
It's-
see it.
It's Ameline. Like it when it pronounced it,
Emmeline?
it sounded like Emily. It sounded like Emily, which was super weird because I was streaming, and my sister joined, and her name's Emily.
Oh,
So I heard
wow.
Emily come through this, and I was immediately like, "Whoops!" And
But then you look
but then
at
the
it,
yeah
and it's Emmeline.
the spelling is
No, I don't know of any Emmelines, but what a gorgeous name.
yeah right. I was like, and you know what else was really crazy too? Do you remember how last night they got the Native American word for? I'll get this out of the way.
No, I'm fine.
The Native American word for sky outside.
Oh, they did? No, I didn't know.
Yeah. So,
What was that?
oh my gosh, it was like
Did somebody do that?
no, they had to look it up.
They looked it up.
Yeah, they looked it up, and that was when they came inside. They were like, "Did you know that the Native? It was the Native American." They were like, "Did you know the Native American
Wow.
languages in?"
I wonder which tribe.
Yeah, so that's what was like interesting, right? And then when I was sitting in there, another weird word came up that I didn't know and had to look up, and it was, I think it was like Asaka. Where is it? Akasha, which is Indian for space or sky. And so,
But you said the word you think they got too?
no, that's a different word. So it's just Indian. It's like Indian versus just Native American.
Oh, Indian.
Right. And that's why I was like, okay, well, that's really weird.
That is.
It's weird to get sky in two different languages.
No kidding.
But then when you think about what Chris was saying during that session last night, when he was like, oh, another consciousness or whatever has entered the room. And then it went well beyond my
Yeah.
my limits of what I was ready for.
Yeah, I was grasping to stay with it.
Like, it was just weird.
Yeah.
Like to get sky or
Right.
space in two different languages. I had some yes no stuff going on over there too. I think with John, because Johnny came up in here a couple times, so I started to ask about John. Yeah, it
Any
was
equipment
weird.
going off, or do you not have too much equipment?
No, nothing's going off. I've got like the REM pod set up even here in the bed. Oh, as soon as I turned on the spirit box from right here, the first thing it said was help me. Nothing else like significant after that.
Oh,
Like literally it just was like turn it on and it said help me,
and that was it.
and that was it. Rhonda came up again in there, which I was super happy about. I don't know if you were with us for
I
that.
heard about the name Rhonda. I don't know any Rhondas. But
As soon as it was the first thing to come up when I turned this on in there, I got so excited.
wow.
I got so excited. I was like, oh my God, there's people that were in.
Somebody's girlfriend. You know, all the boarders here were men.
I didn't know that.
All the boarders are men.
Actually, I want to put this dictionary on just so I can.
Science. Iron.
We are in a science mission.
Sheet. Europe.
It's the second time it said Europe today too.
Computer.
But
And at that time, they were all from Europe, you know.
Oh.
Everyone, pretty much. First and second generation.
That's
A
interesting.
lot of Irish. I'm surprised not more Irish coming through. We did have Irish music come through once on the spirit box. And
Really?
we were talking about the Irish borders.
Wow.
So we were talking about it in the gangster bar. We were discussing them, and then Irish music started playing.
That's crazy.
Shot. Bracelet.
Shot again or shot?
Shot. And it's not the first time this morning that's come up either.
You know, during World's Arches Ghost Hunt 2 years ago, they were up here, and they got a whole bunch of gunshots. They asked, "How did you die?"
Not the first time Edison's come up either.
Madison.
Edison.
Oh, Edison.
Press.
What was that?
Erie.
Oh,
I guess it does put some phonetics into
Yeah, I
the
like that.
words every now and then.
Anyway, they asked, "How did you die?" And gunshots. Lots of gunshots, and it kept going.
That's crazy.
I mean, you never hear gunshots through the spirit box.
No. No, and now I want to turn it on. I had it on before. I did have it on before. I
The
can't.
Bugsy box. They love the Bugsy box.
I really want to. I was once everyone's awake, I'm down to turn it on
Yeah.
and just see who's here this morning. Those cat balls got me going all night. What was weird is
So they just went off in the cage in Woodstock.
So what was weird is for literally the long, I fell asleep for like maybe 45 minutes, right? And the whole time, just that one on in front of the painting was going off.
Right.
And then
it's
Sentence.
a lot of repeat words. Nickel, baby, kite. Before I got mama bind. And it was a weird feeling for a minute.
When I was falling asleep, I would open my eyes every couple seconds, and she said goodnight, and that cat ball went off one more time, and then it didn't go off. Did you notice that at all?
Yeah,
That it completely shut down.
yeah.
I don't know if it started again later, but for at least 15 minutes, I was like, I kept opening my eyes to see if that cat ball would go off again, and it didn't.
It ended, yeah, it did. And it's not what woke me up. I think I was just not really sleeping anyway. You know, that like,
But it did shut
that
down
kind of
after
sleep.
she said goodnight for a while.
yeah. But it was really crazy because I was sitting, like I said, I was sitting there and, well, not sitting there, I was laying there and heard the noise from behind me, which I was very, very in tune for.
That what you heard? Did you try and find that whisper in your recorder?
No, the whisper.
Did you say you heard a whisper and then the cat ball went off?
Oh no, I just like heard a noise. Like
Well,
I just
thought
heard
you
a.
said you heard a whisper.
Yeah, no. If I heard a whisper, I would have slept in the car. I just would have went to the car at that
Oh my
point.
God, I'm up here with a bunch of wusses. A bunch of young wusses.
I mean, to be fair, I was in that room for like an hour with the door closed. The lights are here, but you know, whatever.
Crime. Console. September.
I don't know why. I keep
Shelly's the
saying-
same way. We were up here once and we're standing by the stove where you had that, those lights shining, and the door was cracked open to the hallway and everybody had just left. And all of a sudden I heard it go creak. And I'm like, somebody must have come back, forgot something. Nobody walks in because we looked down there.
Bush.
And then I'm like, okay. And then creak again. And I see it move. And I'm like,
Oh,
then I'm thinking they left the door open downstairs.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
yeah.
because it's 2 a.m. So I go over there. I look, no door open, nothing, nobody in the hallway. I'm like, how in the hell did that door just open by itself? Came back in, left the door ajar just like it was. And it did it a 3rd time.
That's
And
crazy.
Went back by the stove. We both watched it creak. And then we're standing by the stove. A cat ball that hadn't gone off the entire evening. We ran through like 3 groups.
Yeah.
Had gone off right next to us on the stove. Just started going off. And we hadn't moved. We just stood there because we were actually frozen. And the cat ball starts going off and Shelly's like, yeah, we're out of here. And I'm like, no, no,
This is when to go.
the party's just getting
Yeah.
started. Shelley's like, oh no, we're out of here.
No.
She's a scaredy cat.
I know I say like, oh yeah, no, I would have left, I would have ran, or gone out to the car, but
Because you don't really know quite what you'll do.
yeah,
I can-
Potential.
closet.
I could tell you when we were in the Little Sky Axe murder house and that raccoon went in the chimney and we thought it was
Am
the axe guy coming up the stairs. What we really did, because then I really thought something was wrong. My friend dug her nails into my thigh. She
Oh,
didn't grab
no.
my leg and she was like this, and I was like just frozen. And the two
Because
people,
you don't know. You're like, oh my god, this is exactly what I wanted, but also, yikes.
I mean, it sounded like a person coming up the stairs, and nobody had access to the house except for the manager. Then we relaxed and we're like, Johnny, is that you, Johnny? Because he was the guy that let us in the Willis house.
Oh,
We thought
yeah.
he was coming to check on us,
Mhm.
and we just didn't hear the door open downstairs. No response. Yeah, so that I can tell you what happens when you think something's
just-
happening.
You just freeze.
We all froze up like solid.
Yeah. It's like when we heard that noise from the basement the other night, we just
So you
looked
don't
at each
run.
other and
Of course, we couldn't run because it was the stairs that we thought something was coming up, and that's the only way out of that house, so we couldn't run.
oh man.
Couch. 5.
Well, I have a
Residence.
Bugsy lantern downstairs. If you think she's gonna sleep a while, I can break out. It's the same as the Bugsy box,
Sure.
except it's a lantern.
Yeah, I'm afraid of moving that box. That looks so delicate.
Yeah, oh, she swings that and moves that around, no problem.
Of
I'm more comfortable with my lantern because I know it
course.
works.
Yeah. I could go for some fresh air, honestly. I really did almost wake her up at one point to be like, hey, I don't feel good. Like we gotta go. That was why I couldn't go back to sleep. I could not. I felt like it was literally just playing with me.
Oh,
Because after
you didn't feel good? I didn't know.
no. Because after the captain, the one in the cage, first off, the one in the cage started going off, and I was like, this makes no sense.
Right.
We all sat there for
Yeah,
an hour and a half last night, and the only one to do anything was the one above the bed.
right.
And
There was one on the chair too. Neither one of them did it.
yeah, that one too. I was like, oh, okay. Well, if that one's gonna go off and something wants to mess around, it'll go for one on the
On the chair.
chair too.
Yeah.
And then I was thinking, like, how is that even moving? It's in the cage. It's been there all night. If the cage was gonna swing, it would have been
It has
swinging.
gone off in that cage many times before too, and I always wonder the same thing.
And I took a picture. I actually started to take pictures because I was like, listen, if they wake up, they'll completely understand what's happening right now.
I've seen it go off in the cage after sitting there for hours, and nobody's around it, and I'm like, oh,
It doesn't make sense. And then what's funny is at one point, Leah, she did wake up. She was like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like,
oh, she did.
"Yeah," but she was just rolling around, and she noticed that I was sitting there staring at a corner, and she was like, "Are you okay?"
Cat.
And I was like, "The one in the cage has been going off." And then the one above the bed started to go off again, and I was like, "That's dumb. Like, do the cage again." She started to nod off, and then the one in the cage was acting just like the one above the bed. It would not go off. It would not go off.
That's something.
And that's when I was like,
I know they're not like electronic. They're not plugged into something
yeah.
where they can just get a burst of energy or something. Nothing.
No, that's when I was like, well, I'm not turning my back on this room again. I can't really face forward. So I guess we'll go investigate.
Yeah, you guys. She must have had a pretty bad experience not to want to sleep in a comfy bed when it's right here.
It was, it happened to her, but we both went through it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was really scary. To be honest, it really
I'm
was. And it
surprised she
was
comes back up here.
it was
You sure it wasn't, was she sleeping already?
yeah.
Because, there's that thing, I can't remember the name of it, when people are laying down, you know what I'm talking about?
No, this was an actual like a physical thing
But
happening.
people think it's physical, and then there is a scientific word for it.
No, this was
Mm.
there was I mean, I don't want to get into the details of it, it's her thing to do, but it's probably something that you would understand more than
I can imagine,
if
I can imagine. So it wasn't that, what is the name of that thing? What do they call that?
like
You know what I'm talking about?
like the sleep paralysis type thing.
Yeah,
No, this
sleep
was
paralysis. That is it.
I think we both feel like it was almost like this is gonna sound crazy. But you know how let me mute this real quick too. this now, just in case. I don't know who's in there. Someone's watching.
Oh, your live stream?
Yeah.
Can you tell people around?
Yeah, I see. I know that there's one person in here. It's either my sister or my best friend.
What?
Probably. But
What time is it?
it's like 10 o'clock.
Oh.
I think.
Yeah, that's some sleep.
Yeah, 10. Oh, it's my sister. But no, when we were in the basement and he started to go through, I think like I told Alex like before they all started everything, I was like, hey, I've never picked up anything elemental before, like that word has never come through, but
I
to
wouldn't
be
know if I
followed
did.
by Fae.
I wouldn't know if I did.
Yeah, and I told him, I was like, hey, just a heads up, like if it comes through, just probably pursue the line of questioning, or like just a heads up, because they're considered to be more malicious, more malevolent than other spirits. So he was going through and just again asking like the different kinds that there could be. At one point he said gargoyles, and I was like the New York City cartoon statues, like the statue, but he was saying that the thing that draws them here, and he was not saying it to us, it was more like he was saying it to them, and for our understanding, but basically that they feed off of like the pain and the suffering and stuff like that. And there was two times where the word ancient came through, which is kind of it was a little more interesting because of how he went into the place across the street, and I literally have never even considered just
You mean
expanding the zone.
The mounds, the 100 mounds that are across the street, or were? Is that what you're talking about across the street?
What do you mean across the street?
Across the river, I'm sorry.
Oh, I was about to say right there is where they all were and we're sleeping here.
Well, I'm sure there were mounds right here too, because there were just 100 that they happened to find across the river.
Right
And you got there's mounds all.
Yeah.
You know that in the east side of Baraboo, there are 2 streets, Mound and Council Street, that connect. That's where those 100 mounds were. That's where the Ho-Chunk settled, because they felt that the mound builders from 1200 BC were their ancestors. And it's called council because they had a council house in the middle of the mounds, like right in the middle. They had a council house. And actually some of the settlers, the white settlers, have written about being there at the council house and being with the Indian tribe, because they were there in the mid 1800s when the first settlers started coming here, till they got kicked out by basically the white settlers west of Mississippi.
I did not know that. I did not know. I knew we went to Man
No,
Mountain.
so there really probably were mounds, right? And in the park, I'm sure there were.
Yes, it was really interesting to see him just work out. I mean, like I said, I've never you come to the. What was that?
It sounded like a little cat screech. Something screeching a little. I don't have a damn recorder going. Do you?
I mean, this is on.
Does that record?
Was that you?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you okay?
I have knees
And ankles.
and ankles.
It was only a deal.
Are you okay, or is that how you always wake up?
Ain't it beautiful?
I'm not a morning person either.
I just realized that I have limbs.
Got my phone out here real quick. Yeah, I know, right?
Sorry, Ann and Jared sent me a psychotic video. I
wish you would go off Scooby-Doo. Still, what are you doing? Like homework or something? You doing some like ghost hunt homework? Like homework and ghost hunt? What do college kids do at 11:20 on a Sunday morning these days? Yep. Oh, get that picture. Oh, that's not how it was spelled, though. It was spelled.
I'm so gonna take a nap today.
Oh, yeah. There's no way I'm making it through the day.
Okay, I'm recording just so you know.
Okay.
October 8th, up in the brothel, morning after Chris Fleming's, shindig. In the brothel room right now. Maybe doing some dozen runs. Messages.
Oh, I was going to show you the Oh. So that's interesting. That name that came through was the Latin name for Emily,
Oh,
which is
your
my
sister.
sister that I was talking to
Oh, wow.
at the time.
And last night, you were sitting there when Emily came through. I don't know if she came through on their computer or the Oculus, but then Shelly gets a text from her daughter.
Last night?
Yeah. Where did Emily come through right before that happened? Didn't the name come through and then, I think it was on his computer, on his app from Phasma Box.
Uh-huh.
And then Shelly was sitting at that table with us, that card table, and then she got a text from Emily. That's why she left, to go see what she wanted.
Oh, yeah. That was last night.
Well, also we're live at the moment.
Hi.
It's only my sister and I love.
Hi, Emily.
But that's what we were talking about. The German / Latin name for Emily
Amelie.
came through the
So
obelisk when I
pretty.
was talking to her.
Amelie. I love that name.
Had you heard it before? I had to look up how to pronounce it, and
I
you sound like you're.
think in a movie once that was it.
That's wild. But yeah, it came through yesterday too.
When did this happen?
See, I'm like, I don't fully understand how the dowsing rocks work.
I don't think anybody really did. Hey, if there's anyone that wants to talk to us and can't do it out loud, you could answer questions or point to things with these. So cross them if you want to answer yes to communicate. Open them up like this if you want to say no, or you can push them to point to something in the room. I don't know if it's something or not, but I do these with Charlotte all the time. And when we've got spirits, you know, here and things are going and hopping, I'm like, okay, spirits, come over here. Somebody come over here and point to Shelley. And these things point to her every time.
That's
I don't know if that's something that I unintentionally do, but usually I'm just fighting it. You know, I'm trying to keep them as straight as
yeah. You
possible.
try to keep them.
But
straight.
every time they will point to Shelley. And if you ever notice when she walks in here, things go off and stuff.
Yeah, she thinks.
I don't know if it's because she's loud or
No, I think it's because they know her, but
if
also
it's, that's what I think they
I
know
think she said something about like her best friend is up here, or her sister is up
her.
here.
Sister, probably her
Um,
sister Kate.
Yeah, she had mentioned that she's up here.
Okay. Well, let's go. Is Cowboy up here with us? I would love to talk to Cowboy again. Cowboy, if you're here, could you cross it?
Really?
Cowboy sleep. Anything?
Has that picture always been there?
No, we just put it up. Last weekend, and that one too.
Oh, I noticed this one. Yeah, this one actually got me this morning. I was like, wait, that looks super.
Yeah,
Like-
some ladies came up here and did like a photo shoot.
Do you see what she's doing?
Brushing her hair.
Oh.
Oh my god.
I wonder why that was the picture. Why that's the one they picked.
That's crazy. Is that how you imagined it?
Yeah.
Wow. Maybe she did not like that one coming here.
Oops. I want to try this too. Like at the same time.
We've done them
wanna
before,
watch.
same time. Yeah, it's been interesting. I'm gonna keep mine low in case there's like a kid wandering in here. Yours are low too, so I guess they could be either one. Well, I got nothing with Cowboy. Does anybody here know Cowboy? Cross them for X if you know the cowboy that hangs out here. I got an X on that one.
Do you like the cowboy?
Oh, I don't think they do. I can feel that. Probably a woman that he messes with all the time. Because he does mess with the women all the time.
Mm-hmm. I hope in a respectful way, though. Does the cowboy mess with you in a respectful way, or?
Or is he lewd? That was a name back
That was
then.
me.
Is he lewd? Or is he respectful? Cross him if he's lewd towards women. Open him up if he's just like joking around with you.
That's my alarm. I'm fine. I thought that was the music box.
Can you point to where the music's coming from? It stopped now, too late.
Is there a Carrie in this room? Is there an Amelia?
Is there a Rebecca?
Is there a Rhonda?
Sarah Mary up here. Doesn't have to be in this room, but If anybody knows any spirit or Mary yourself, there's a Mary here. Can you cross it? The ladies are all sleeping now.
I tell you, after I had that question, that yes no thing in that room, with like I said, I'll show you the video of the line of questioning, but it
Oh,
this
that
was
might have
me.
been that. Okay.
Yeah, this was me. It completely changed in there. It was like the first time I felt comfortable in that room, which
Are you talking
has
last
not
night or
happened.
this morning?
Like this morning when I was in there, I was going through.
What, in the kitchen?
Yeah. Thought I saw a flash of light in the kitchen.
Is there someone in the kitchen? If there's any spirits in here, can you let us know if there's somebody in the kitchen?
Set off the music box.
That's my
Okay.
stupid stomach. Is my stomach growling?
We all have this stupid
No, I'm
stomach.
laughing. No, I can't.
It's the cheese from the pizza.
Are there any kids up here right now? Well, just nothing.
Yeah.
You didn't get
Like, I
anything
don't
either,
even-
did you really?
No, I don't even feel it. Like like I said, ever since
Sometimes
I
these
got
are dead, yeah.
ever since I got through that line of questioning in there, like it feels like you said, like everyone's just gone to sleep. It feels super quiet in here right now. On this floor. I don't
We
feel
do-
that downstairs.
Okay, for the recorder, those were all my stomach noises.
Did you go downstairs?
Hell no, I didn't go downstairs. First off, I'm not licensed. So if
Oh,
Shelly
that's
rolled
right.
up, she would have killed me. And I would have been here forever. Like
Yeah, there would
everyone
have been a murder.
else. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
100%.
I'm so shocked that Baraboo of all places has such strict laws.
Yeah.
Like, you're still in Wisconsin, and you're only like 30 minutes from the state capital.
But municipalities can sometimes set their own,
I know. That's why,
yeah. I don't know.
like,
We got some real conservative people here.
but you'd think that would be even like more in their favor. Because like up in Sheboygan, like we can serve liquor until like 4 a.m.
You can?
Yeah,
I thought that was a state thing, that it was 2.
I don't think so.
I just took the bartender's thing and I could swear it was 2 for everyone.
Maybe.
This is the point in the conversation where people realize Aaliyah likes being a criminal sometimes.
No, like I'm pretty sure like we can't turn anybody away. Like we have to stay open until the people leave.
Right.
Waves.
I'm really interested actually in the amount of time this thing says waves, bush,
Bush, yeah, bush sugar.
bush and waves. I always
Stab.
And that one. What time does bar,
Yeah.
what time do bars have to close in Wisconsin?
oh Jesus,
That's
Mary and
right.
Joseph. I was like, bless you.
State law requires that bars be closed between 2 a.m. and 6 a.m. Yeah, it's a state thing. Oops.
Wait, did you say between 2 and 6 though?
Yeah.
Means that they can't be open after 2 a.m. and they can't open before 6 a.m. again.
Did you say they have to close between 2 and 6?
Yeah.
Yes.
So they could stay open until
No,
6.
no, they have to be closed.
So like everybody
The doors
has,
Oh, I see. Got it.
yeah, whenever we were bartending, we were like, we cannot close.
Weird.
Maybe that's an owner thing and he just doesn't care.
I think so. Everything says 2 a.m. State law.
Hmm.
Truth. Horse.
I'm convinced that a lot of things from here ended up in the river. The amount of things referencing the water here that I've seen come through on this.
And there was another like horn that came through last night.
It
Yeah.
sounded like a
A
boat.
boat horn.
It sounded
fairy
more like a
horn.
foghorn than anything.
There was definitely a train. But there was another one that was like a boat, like the ferry coming through or something.
Which, and I guess makes sense. You were saying they used to transport pretty much everything up
Yeah,
and down
up
the
and
river.
down the river, yeah. That's why they call portage.
Fog. What did I just say? I just said foghorn.
Yes.
Knee. I wonder if it's just the kneecaps. Like mobsters love breaking kneecaps. Like, why is that just the amount of times that is also said knee is really crazy. Did you want to turn?
Left.
Did you want to turn that Bugsy box on?
Sure, we can try and turn this one on since it's up here already.
Okay.
I know how.
Oh,
Do you know the settings
I
it
always
should be?
fiddle to set it.
Huh?
I just push buttons and it usually goes on.
No, I turned it on yesterday.
Okay,
And Shelley
I'll let you do
put
it before I
on
start
there.
pushing all the buttons. Because it's not exactly like my lantern. My lantern actually has more buttons than that thing.
But yeah, how much did Mike sell you his, or
Yeah.
how much was
It was a couple $100, yeah.
that obelisk? Was like, I lucked out. I signed up for their email thing so they send out that email blast of like, it's gonna be ready to pre-order in whatever day. So I signed up for their email list again, and they resent me a 15% off coupon.
How much was the obelisk?
It was normally like $5.99.
Holy crap. Wow.
Apocalypse.
That's funny.
Yeah, I thought Mike was making more Bugsy boxes. He was making like smaller ones.
I like that computer that they had last night.
We just need to get a Windows. Now we need the frickin' $50 tablet.
It's an expensive hobby.
Yeah.
I feel like most real hobbies are expensive.
Exactly.
Child. The Bugsy thingy.
All right, I'll go turn it on.
I keep kicking everything. What time did you want to head out? Telepathy's come through like 6 times, I feel.
You have to work tomorrow?
Yeah,
What do you do?
I'm advertising.
Oh.
Yeah. Unfortunately, gots to work tomorrow.
Staying tonight too.
Oh, here? Yeah?
I think Shelley and I have to go to the cemetery and do something with where BC's gonna be buried or something, his ashes.
I'm surprised it didn't happen over the summer.
No, not yet.
Molecules. Over.
I recently took a 20-hour-a-week job and I don't work on Mondays and Tuesdays, so now I'm staying a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, it seems like she needs the help at the moment to
Yeah.
get it,
Numbers.
Well, I wanted to be able to go to the Historical Society on Mondays, but they're not open on Mondays, come to find out.
oh yeah.
They have very limited hours now. I think it's just they can't get help,
Yeah. Yeah, it's tough.
because it's all
And it's
volunteer.
volunteer. Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm sure it's all volunteer.
Mhm.
I'm gonna open this because why not have a. Actually, it's like 11 o'clock now. I feel like caffeine is acceptable. She said I'll turn it on, and I haven't heard the ethereal noise at all. Okay. I'm actually excited to go out there and play with that thing. So we're going out into the living room now, where we're running another device right now that's going to sound really crazy. Who's up here?
It's coming on. You wanna play Duck Duck Goose? You have to say Duck Duck. And I'll say Goose. There you go. You gotta say 2 times though. Good try. You gotta say Duck Duck. 2 times. Duck Duck.
Who is it?
Right, I'll be listening. If you wanna say Duck Duck, I'll say Goose. What? I keep hearing duck. You gotta say duck, duck.
Is there a way to clean up like the little shopper?
I don't think there are dials.
Dials in the front.
Are we allowed to turn them?
I don't think Shelley
I
would.
don't think not in the back, I think in the front.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can you help Chris out and just tell him I heard Oh, that's not. I can grab my lantern if you want. It doesn't have all that squeaky. Maybe my kids tune that thing up.
And I think. Because it wasn't.
Is this just turning down?
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
And yesterday it got,
So
I
this
turned
is
it on way easier to push, like they pushed the front button.
it's just not audible.
I'll go grab my lantern. I think I've got some coffee in the car. A can of iced coffee. And I'm just thinking I left the ice down in the freezer. Well, it would have melted anyway.
I can, if you'd rather not make the trip down, I can.
No, I'll go down because I gotta make sure I've got, the cords that I need, cause it
Okay.
goes with my iPad too.
Okay.
So I'll just go slow. That's fine. Thanks for offering me. So
Of course. I'm gonna go get
You're
some
very lucky.
fresh
I know.
air too. I'm gonna get some fresh air because I hope y'all had a good sleep. I couldn't sleep.
Cause I didn't, you know.
I felt you all night.
Did you hear me snoring?
Everyone was snoring.
Oh,
I know
really?
I
I
snored.
didn't hear anyone else snoring.
I feel like I didn't sleep until like the sun.
She didn't fall asleep until after I was like, or just before I was like, the other one's going off.
I fell asleep like right before that because like I was like I just got to sleep, or I felt like I did.
I'm just gonna change real quick and then I'll go down. Are you guys coming up for Halloween or no?
I don't know if we have Halloween plans yet.
We don't have, yeah, we don't have really.
I know she's fully staffed as far as help because I asked her for another friend and she said we don't need any more help. She's got Dayette. Dayette? Have you met Dayette? Dayette?
No.
She's a reader, I guess, coming. I haven't met her either.
Nope. You right?
My feet just hurt.
So excited for Alexa to tell me it's 40 degrees outside.
What is it?
It's like 40 degrees outside.
That's what,
People were freezing last night outside.
49. Yeah, I know. I wanted to go outside so bad. It was so nice. Oh yeah, you had walked in before me,
Yeah,
and, I was like, and you were like, "Oh my god, it is different."
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because it was so stuffy inside.
It was, yeah. There were a couple times that I had to walk out, like I told Shelly, I was like, I gotta walk outside.
If there's no windows, you can open to get some fresh air.
You could just open the doors.
Right, that's it. And last night she wasn't keeping doors open because
Nah.
people would have walked in.
Yeah.
One person did walk in.
I know. Is that the one you had to tell it was $180?
Yeah, and she was real scared because I guess Chris told her that it was a sold out thing. But I was like, the cover charge is $180.
She was scared?
Yeah.
Why would she be scared?
Because Baraboo just has really strict laws. And so she was like, I don't know how it works. And like, she's like, I don't know if we can tell people that we're sold out.
Oh, Shelly was.
Oh,
Yeah.
Shelly was scared. Yeah,
Yeah.
I was thinking the girl was
person that
scared.
walked in.
No, the Shelly, because she was just like, I don't know.
Oh, that's why she does the cover charge thing.
Yeah.
Oh, and then
To
Chris went
push
ahead and
people
said
off.
we're sold out. Oh.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you be able to? It's your own business. You
Yeah.
can let in who you want.
I told her that she needs to go figure that out because,
I would think you can let in who you want in your own business. You don't have to serve
yeah,
anyone.
private event.
Yeah, as long as it says private event.
It's not a government business.
Yeah,
you
as
know?
long as
Yeah,
you're
I
not
know.
like, as long as it's not like discrimination type thing.
Yeah, it's just- it
private
was-
event.
Private
Right,
event,
right.
or it was a pre-sale event, the tickets sold out at the
Yeah,
pre-sale.
I'm sure that would be fine for you to do. I mean,
Yeah.
plus fire codes, you can only allow so many people in the building. And
I think there's a sign that says like the maximum amount of people that's allowed in there is like 100.
oh, really? Only 100?
I
In the whole, oh, probably just in that area, yeah.
yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna change and we can run
This
that.
building's probably got all the fire codes. There's a van in there? Didn't know that.
What time did you want to leave? It's like a good place to
Why?
go home. Bless you. Bless you. Just us.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, bless you.
Oh. Yes, thank you.
Want to do something cool before we leave?
Oh,
Something cool? Surprise.
oh, it's just cool.
You know how tired you were.
I don't think I slept.
I think you did. There was a couple times that I looked over. But then I feel like it was just like you and me, like where we fall asleep for like maybe 5 minutes and then wake up. So we felt like we would sleep.
It's pretty amazing how none of that shit's going off now.
Oh, I know. And it was almost like a back and forth. Like,
Yeah, when I started going back and forth was
I remember that.
when I couldn't go to sleep.
I feel like that's when I actually went to sleep. Like I would wake up and see them and then go back to sleep and then wake up and still see them going. I was like, what is going on? Lena, did you see that at all this morning?
See what?
Cat balls
No, he was talking about, I saw nothing.
were like literally going back and forth.
Wow.
And it was almost like either one person was intentionally like setting off one and then setting off the other and then setting off the other. Or it was two people playing like, oh yeah, well I can do that too.
Right, yeah. I know last night after you said goodnight, that cat ball went off one time. And then I was laying here and I kept opening my eyes to see if it go off again. And it
It
stopped.
didn't.
It didn't. You watched that too?
Yeah, until like way early in the morning.
Till later, but yeah, it shut down after you said goodnight.
I was like, I had to get the last word in.
I'll use the restroom real quick. It's 11 o'clock already.
I know.
Unreal.
Do you still want me to get the lantern?
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, if you want to.
Yeah, I'm fine. I've got no plans for today.
Neither do I, and I don't care about my job enough to being there.
That's the attitude.
Well,
The
Of course, your job pays
I care
for,
too much
doing
about-
these things,
yeah.
but.
I was like, well, he cares, but he doesn't.
Realistically, we should have an inside man on this place now to, give us some really good evidence, and then we can start getting paid for that.
I didn't mention that last night. I was like, I think Shelby would like let you like run this place.
Yeah, if you live closer,
You know?
she does need help. I told her, I said, I can only help so much, I live too far away.
If there was
I mean-
Especially in the winter, because I'm not running here over those snowy roads.
if there was a way that we could help remotely, which I feel like there could potentially be some things that we could do from.
Did you hear that go off with me standing here?
And I couldn't tell if it was because you moved or.
Look how far I have to put my hand. I was right here.
I know, but you did raise your arm, so it could have just caught like, yep, right there.
Do you guys have a music box?
No, I don't know.
I have one, it's a piece of crap.
I know he wants one. So I want a box, but I really liked when we were at Sheboygan Asylum, they had those ropes.
Oh, yeah, that's really big right now.
I love those, and they are sold out.
Oh,
Or at least they were. I should look at those stuff. But they had these really cool ones that like the box was in the middle and one rope went this
oh, I
way
have
and
one of those in my car.
Oh my
It's
God.
Katie's, she left it here.
I love those things. I want.
Yeah, she left one in my car, can bring it up.
Yeah.
They're different than the other ones. She said they even work different, like they're set off differently than the ones that have the little bubbles all the way down.
Yeah. It's so cool. I thought it was really cool how, again, like I wasn't a huge fan of the Sheboygan Asylum, and I wasn't a huge fan of like the way that they did things, but
their equipment, like I appreciated like learning more about the equipment that they had.
Right, were you there when Sarah was there? Do you know Sarah? She
Um,
would have had a ponytail in, she would have been super nice.
our people were actually super nice when we went.
There's Nikki too, Nikki comes here a lot, she's
Yeah,
got like this,
I met Nikki at Glenview.
oh, okay.
Um. Yeah, no, like, I just, I don't like the group setting when I'm doing our own when we're doing our own investigations.
Yeah, me neither, I mean,
Because you can't control
who does, yeah,
who does what and who takes it seriously.
and they're big groups.
Yeah. And like one guy was like, he just got, I feel like he just took it as a joke.
Yeah, the table is unsteady. I think I almost broke the legs. It just goes, yeah. Go this way or this way? Yeah, move your swing your elbow on it. Yeah. Yeah, I just started sliding up. I feel good. Yeah. I feel like she needs somebody to like screw it in. Yeah. Like redo it. Well, that's an easy cleanup. You should page 9 to this place up and have equipment everywhere. It takes like 2 hours to clean up.
Hey, we're gonna go down to the bar. You wanna go down to the bar instead?
Oh,
If we have the opportunity?
yeah. Is Shelley okay with that?
We have to go in there. 15.
Oh, okay.
So you might as well sit there and
Um,
have fun.
whatever you write it down.
Um,
In my report, everything. It's done already.
no, early morning ghosties. So I guess yeah, early morning spirits.
You know, Sunday in the bar is not known to be really good energy.
Really?
Yeah, because Shelley always talks about Sundays and when I was here with Katie a couple weeks, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks, whatever, I can't remember. Anyway, her and Moon Girl was here, so it was the Patty Negri was here. We were up here, it was late at night when we were leaving, so it was really Sunday morning. They had to go down to the bar to get something, and Moon Girl and Katie went down. They came back and they're like, the energy in there is awful. They said there's something in there. It is negative and it does not want anyone in there. They went on and on. Both of them were just.
That's really crazy.
And Shelley then says, you know what? I felt that energy earlier. I knew it. I felt it getting dark.
That's crazy. What am I missing?
And then I had left my laptop in there, so we had to go back in there. So all three of us went back in. Shelley wouldn't go in.
Shelly wouldn't go
No,
in?
she wouldn't go in.
Wow.
But we didn't cross the threshold into the main bar or the kitchen. And apparently that's where the negative energy was.
Yeah, I can see that.
But I've never seen Katie so adamant. Usually she doesn't say a lot.
That's
And Moon Girl's seen everything. She was gonna sleep on the pole. She offered to. She doesn't care. And for her to really go on about negative energy, it must have really been something that they felt.
well, now that this is yours. I think this is one of the houses. And I think that my other one is in the bedroom.
Oh. Hello? Okay. Okay. Well, that's weird. You didn't see a sign there or anything? The sign wasn't there? Oh, so I hope you're able to like tell someone so that they can, you know. Okay, all right.
Well, good luck. Let me know what happens. I'm still in Baraboo and I'm staying tonight. I'm still in Baraboo and I'm staying tonight. No, you'll find it. You have to find it. You'll find it. Stop being negative. Yeah, and if you didn't see a sign there at all, you know, you may be able to dispute that too. Okay, all right. I would talk to them about not seeing the sign unless you just didn't notice it, but they should have it where you would notice it right away, I would think. Okay. All right. We'll talk to you later. Let me know what happens, okay? Okay, bye. Shelley.
Oh, yeah?
Everything okay?
Yeah, she's like, what time do you wanna meet? And I just said, we're going downstairs right now to clean.
She was cool with it?
Just texting her. No, my son just told me he's in Madison with his boyfriend.
Woo!
Yes, and told me his car just got towed and ticketed and towed for being in a parking lot that was reserved for a Badger game.
Oh, no.
And he said they didn't see any signs when they parked there overnight, so they're looking for his car right now.
That's not.
It's honestly a huge fear of mine.
I have nightmares about not being able to find my car.
Me too. Like, well, not real nightmares, but like that's literally like a fear of like. Even when I park near him, I like beat my car, and sometimes I panic when I don't hear it right away. And I'm like, oh, there it is, it's still there. I'd rather the ticket. Please just ticket me. Don't tow.
Right, don't tow me. Yeah, he got towed.
I'll pay the ticket.
Is Shelly making her way over?
Oh, I should probably pull my phone out and not put it in my suitcase so I can see her answer.
The music boxes.
Oh, yeah, I gotta pack that up. She did answer. Let's see what she said. She's heading over.
Okay. Alright, I'm gonna go put this stuff in the car. Like, is there anything you want me to bring now? The fly?
Yeah!
Fly you all weekend.
Oh, I hate the flies. Oh.
Oh my god, it got me so good yesterday and Friday.
Really anti-fly.
Super
I think more
duper.
than bees. They just, because those flies just annoy you to death.
It kept landing on me.
I'm good. I've got all my stuff because I leave it right here.
Okay. Chris, if you need my help.
Thanks, Mom.
I don't know if I have a hand for one thing. I don't know if you have one small thing or maybe all big.
No, it'll
big
be
stuff.
alright.
Hope the light is on. Oh, you got all your stuff yet in there. Okay.
Yeah. Just gonna throw my hoodie on. Oh my god, I forgot about that. Yeah.
So yeah, we're just getting ready to head downstairs to the bar and do some investigating down there before we gotta get going. Get back to the real world. All right, let's go to the bar. Battery's running low. I'm gonna, what are we at? 4%. I'm gonna end this. We'll come back at the bar. Bye. Thanks for joining.